We're talking today about presidential addresses, and both Vernon and David have given wonderful introductions and ideas about the South that we haven't heard in a long time. And I think there's some commonalities there, and I wanted to see if we could explore those with both of you. David, your talk, Bordermen, Truman, Eisenhower, Johnson, and Civil Rights, talks about these presidents as border presidents, bordering the South and bordering other things as well. You offer the possibility in this talk of making the South something other than an objectified other and more of a region that contributed to the national conversation of their times. What do you want us to understand about these border presidents?
These men were conflicted in many ways. They had strong Southern roots. Of course, Truman came from a family whose ancestors fought for the Confederacy during the Civil War. He also lived in a place, Independence, Missouri, that was very Southern, solidly Democratic, which of course the Democratic Party was the party of white supremacy in those days. And as far as Lyndon Johnson was concerned, he was also a borderman in that he was from Texas, not the area that had favored secession, but rather more western. And he also was conflicted in terms of his southern and western identity. And finally, Dwight D. Eisenhower was born in Denison, Texas, the district of Sam Rayburn, incidentally. And he moved with his family to Abilene, Kansas. So this migration back and forth, not only geographically between the South and the West, but also philosophically as well, shaped the attitudes and philosophy of these three men. And at times the Southern connection was very difficult for each of these three men. For Truman, it was his ancestry. For Johnson, it was his constituency. And for Eisenhower, it was his friends and philosophy.